racing in New Zealand again for the Supercars Championship is incredibly important to myself. Obviously when we lost the Pukekohe round, that would have been a dream for me to race there, and obviously it's my hometown, so it would have been truly amazing. But Taupō is really cool, the town's awesome, the car looks amazing as you can see over my shoulder, and I think it really resembles New Zealand as a key and as a whole, and I think bringing it to Taupō and racing there in front of all the home fans is going to be truly amazing. Changes me a lot. I think coming from New Zealand is quite a really cool place to kind of be brought up. I think it's a lot different to the rest of the world, and I know Australia is probably a similar country, people could say, but yeah, I think being from New Zealand and it being so small is incredible for my personality. I think we as Kiwis achieve a lot in the worldwide stage, as you know, people probably don't even realise we're on the map, or we're New Zealanders on the map, so it's pretty cool. And obviously getting to race at home and sort of show all the Aussies what we can do, and how New Zealand as an event can sort of show everyone how much racing means to them, and how important it is to have supercars back in New Zealand. So it's going to be truly cool. Yeah, hugely. I think, you know, a couple of years ago with the last race at Pukekohe, it showed how, you know, important racing is in New Zealand to the fans, and not only racing but supercars itself. So yeah, I think that was a very emotional meeting for me, being able to watch the last race there and see how good the racing was and how much it meant to the fans. So, you know, I think it's going to be really awesome having our car behind us and the livery it is come to Taupō and put it on the show for all of the fans. I think they're really going to enjoy it, and yeah, it's going to be pretty empowering racing in front of everyone with all that support. It obviously means a huge amount to myself, and it's definitely going to give me that little bit extra boost over the weekend when things get tough. It's obviously a new one for me. I've never raced a supercars round in New Zealand, so yeah, it's my first, so it's kind of going to be a little bit of learning as well. You know, for me it's no different to any other round I go to. I do my prep beforehand. You know, me and Jack, we go through what we need to go through, and yeah, we just approach it as any other race. It's obviously going to be really cool having the atmosphere of the Kiwi fans there, and just being in New Zealand feels different for me as a Kiwi, but yeah, just the fans and seeing how many people there, and probably a lot of faces I know from growing up racing in New Zealand. So yeah, no difference from me in terms of a preparation side, but the level of anticipation and intensity on the race weekend is going to be like nothing else. I just feel like I'm, you know, really giving back to my parents a lot, you know, with them being able to watch me race in New Zealand, and that's why I wanted a New Zealand round so badly, because, you know, I want to show everyone, you know, what we can do over here and sort of the journey I've come on, and of course my parents come to other supercars rounds like they did last year, but it's always special when it's, you know, in New Zealand, and you could say for me at home really, because the country is one. So yeah, I think, you know, my parents are going to be pretty proud, nevertheless the result. You know, I'm always going to be aiming for first, but I think they're going to be proud anyway, and I know they've got a lot of friends coming that grew up with me in my racing career too, so it's going to be an amazing spectacle for them, and I think it's, especially being the first one for me, it's going to be something they'll never forget.